Now let's consider this question. A television was bought for $1,250 and sold at a loss of 8%. Find the selling price of the television. First of all, let's identify the parameters over here. The television was bought, so now this becomes the cost price, and sold at a loss of 8%. Now this is the loss percent. The loss percent. Find the selling price of the television. So we are to find the selling price of the television. The first approach we are going to use is by using the formulas. The first one, we know that loss equals to the cost price minus the selling price. But bear in mind, in a test, you have to write the C stands for the cost and the P stands for the price. So in a test, don't write it in this short form, write it in full. And the second formula we have to know is that the loss percent. So the L stands for the loss and then the P stands for percent, which is equal to the loss. Now loss is different from loss percent. Loss is in terms of actual money, but the loss percent is the loss in terms of percentage over the cost price times 100%. Okay, now if you are to use the formula, we don't know the actual loss in terms of money, and then also we don't know the selling price. So now in this question, it's better if you use the second formula. Now let's substitute what we have into the formula. Now the loss percent over here, it was given as 8%, so 8, we can ignore the percentage, and then in our final answer we can bring it. The loss over here, over loss over cost price, the cost price is 1,250 times 100, but we know the loss over here to be the cost price minus selling price, so we can substitute cost price minus selling price in place of the loss. And now you have 8 equal to loss, sorry, 8 equal to CP minus SP over 1,250 times 100. Now 8 equal to the CP over here is a 1,250 minus the selling price. We're looking for the selling price. To make everything easier for us, we can represent the selling price by a variable such as X, then all over 1,250 times, let me enclose this one into parentheses. Now over here, this 0 can cancel this one. 5 goes into 10 two times and go into 125 25 times. Now we have 8, which is equal to 2 multiplied by 1,250 all over 25. So we can just do cross multiplication. The 8 can multiply the 25, and then so you have 8 times 25, which is equal to 2 multiplied by 1,250 minus x. You can divide both sides of the equation by 2, here by 2 and then also here by 2. So this 2 cancels out. Over here 2 goes here, 1 and goes into 8 4 times. We now have 4 times 25, which is equal to 1,250 minus x. Okay, now 4 times 25 is 100, which is equal to 1,250 minus x. Now we want to remove the negative sign from the x, so we can add both sides of the equation by positive x. So let's add it. Now you have 100 plus x, which is equal to 1,250 minus x plus also x. Now this x will cancel, so we are going to have 100 plus x. Now we want to move this 100 to this place, so let's subtract both sides of the equation by 100. So over here, 100 minus 100 plus x, which is equal to 1250 minus 100. And then the 100 also cancels out. Finally, we have s equal to 1250 minus 100 is, if you type this one into your calculator, or you can just solve it here, is 1150. But bear in mind, we are not looking for the s, we are looking for the selling price. We just represented the selling price over here by the x. So in our final answer, we can write hence the selling price is $1,150. So this is how we can use the formula to get the selling price. In our second method, we are going to use the ratio approach. Now when we use the first approach, we got the selling price to be $1,150. So let's see the second approach and see whether we are gonna get the same answer. Now over here, this one is the cost price. So the cost price is $1,250. The cost price in terms of percentage, this one in terms of percentage is 100%, even though it wasn't given in the question, but always it is 100%. And the loss over here too, we don't know. And also the loss percent, for the loss percent or percentage, it was given as 8%. And the selling price, of which we are looking for, we don't know. So let's represent the selling price by x as a variable, and also the selling price percent. Now since this one, the difference between loss and profit is that for loss it is subtraction and then profit is addition. So to get the selling price percentage, you will subtract the loss percentage from the cost price percent. So 100 minus 8, which gives you 92%. Now we have this ones. So now here comes the ratio. The ratio is, you are going to make a ratio of the cost price to the selling price, and also the cost price percent to the selling price percent. So the cost price to the selling price, or equal to the cost price percent to the selling price percent. The cost price the cost price is 1,250. The selling price we don't know, so we just said x. The cost price percent is 100, and then the selling price percent 92. So when we change this one into fraction, you have 1250 divided by x, then 100 divided by 92. But even before you do the cross multiplication, we know that 2 goes into 100 50 times and goes into 92 46 times. So we are going to have 1250 over x, which equals to 50 over 46. And we can still reduce this one. 50 goes here 25 times and goes into 46 23 times. So we have 1250 over x, which is equal to 25 over 23. Now we can do the cross multiplication. So the x will multiply the 25, and also the 23 will multiply the 1250. Then we have 25x, which is equal to 23 times 1250. We divide both sides of the equation by 25, here by 25. Now here, so here 25, and then over here to 25 goes into 125 5 times. So 25 cancels here and go here 5 times. So you have x is equal to 23 times 50. Now 23 times 5. 5 times 3 is 15. So 5, remainder 1. 5 to 10 plus 1, 11. So 23 times 5 is 115. But don't forget the zero. So you have 115. But when you were multiplying here, you didn't bring the zero. So you're supposed to bring the zero. And then the X here was the selling price. So therefore the selling price is $1,150. So this is how we can also use the second approach to get the selling price. As you can see, when you use the formula, we got this one, and also when you use this one, we got this one. Both of them are easier. All you need is that you need to sit down and then study how books works.